Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Other World. I'm your host, the Mad Raven, and in today's episode, we're going to be investigating one of the strangest cryptids out there, the Not Deer. One of the first sightings of the Not Deer was believed to be in 2019 on Tumblr, and then more came out on TikTok. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really heard much about the Not Deer. I might have seen a video about it here and there, but I did definitely notice there was some weird deer videos coming out that time. I remember there was one video with a deer like kind of hopping to somebody with its neck broken. I don't know if it was broken, but there was something wrong. It was like head tilted to sideways. I don't know. It was very weird. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about because it was a weird one. So maybe that is what a Not Deer was. The Not Deer is described as a deer that looks off, like long limbs, joints bent wrong, forward facing eyes, multiple eyes, or human like hands. Which if I ever see a deer that looks like that, I'm gonna tell you what. Not only will I shit myself, I will try to take a picture of it. I know that might be random, but for those who don't know, I take wildlife photography kind of as a hobby. So I have run into some deer, and if I ever saw a deer looking anything like that, I'm gonna try to take a picture of it while shitting my pants. People who have encountered the Not Deer usually report an instant of feeling unease or dread while being in the animal's presence. Now I'm going to read some encounters people have had with the Not Deer. Now take each story with a grain of salt. In 2020, a Reddit user named Lobo to my pop, I hope I said that name right, and their friend posted their encounter with a Not Deer. It was about 2 in the morning and they were driving down in the suburbs in southern Maine, where they were both from. They were on a residential street that's usually populated during the day, when from out of the edge of the headlights they began to see the feet and legs of what was later to be revealed as several wolves, at least 10, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if there's wolves in in southern Maine, but you know what, we're gonna continue on. As we get closer, the wolves change shape and grow taller and thinner until they're all deer, standing in the middle of the road, staring at us fearlessly as the truck comes to a stop in front of them. He then decided they must have always been deer because, the lights were playing tricks on him. At least that's what he believed. After a moment of the deer walked off the road and they continued driving. His friend looked at him and says, "That's so strange. I could have sworn there was a pack of wolves, but I watched them transform into deer." He then explains to his friend what he saw, and they couldn't figure out what had actually happened. As far as he knew, there are no wolves in southern Maine. Oh, okay, good, okay. And if they were, they wouldn't be hanging around in the suburbs. On July 19, 2018, a Reddit user, the Storm Brewer, made a post on the paranormal subreddit where they described an encounter with a strange screaming deer. It was a deer bouncing in huge leaps, screaming entirely on its hind legs. This deer was hopping like a pogo stick, with its 4 legs held in front of it. The look of pure terror in its eyes reflected in the firelight will haunt me forever. On March 9th, 2019, Reddit user Godzilla98, I don't think it's Godzilla, I don't have no idea how to pronounce that, but anyway, reported an encounter with a deer thing in southeastern Europe. They described being approached by a deer that was not afraid of them, and that its eyes looked lifeless, and its aura was that of uneasiness. Then it opened its mouth to show multiple rows of what looked to be razor-sharp teeth, and made an ear-scratching scream. Or shattering scream, my bad. It sounded like nothing I've ever heard before. It sounded unreal, like it shouldn't exist. Damn, I don't know, man. If I ran into like a deer like what Godzilla over here described, I definitely would have shit myself. Like, man, imagine like seeing a deer and then having razor sharp teeth. Yeah, that would scare the fuck out of me. I'm sure it'd scare the hell out of anybody who would encounter that. Now, in my opinion, I don't know if I believe in any of these stories. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of just picked them because I thought they were interesting. But now let's get into some theories of what the Not Deer is. The first theory is that the Not Deer is a skinwalker. For those who don't know what a skinwalker is, it is a man or a woman who's a witch and has the ability to change shape into any animal, most commonly coyotes, wolves, and deer. They also can cause sickness, death, and misfortune. The second theory is that a meteor came down to Earth with an alien parasite that took the deer as their host, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I believe that one. It just seems weird. But you know what? I still thought it was kind of an interesting theory. But who knows? Maybe it's an alien parasite. I doubt it, but that's just me. The third and most likely theory is that the not deer, it has a chronic wasting disease, CWD. This disease causes neurological damage, leading to stumbling, drooling, lack of fear, and erratic movements, creating a zombie deer effect. Now, to me, that is what the not deer is. It's not a monster, but a sickly deer. However, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this trip to the other world. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Don't forget to share the video with a friend, and I'll see you next time on The Other World.